Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Geneforge, where we are back in South Bridge, at the Southern Bridge, which we have already cleared, although we have not talked to those interesting humans, Sholai apparently, who are camped past the bridge, and who are likely responsible for erecting all those turrets on the bridge. So that should be interesting. We also have another one of these clawbug burrows to smoke out, I guess. But first, I'm gonna quickly take a look at my new party here. I have renewed, or I have resummoned Blackjack. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I did, remove did stop numbering them because it just seems silly, and I was going to mess it up anyway. I named the second one PB because even though I find that the name spelled out like that is a little bit weird, but that's how they spell it in Mass Effect Andromeda, where I took the name from. Not because of any particular resemblance between this roamer and PB, who I actually kind of liked in that game. I don't know, I was thinking of companions in games that I have played somewhat recently, and she just came to mind. So yeah, she's now in this game as well. And we have a new arty, a new and improved arty. In fact, I should be able to... No, I can't even select it because I don't have enough essence. Yeah, I think the base version of this, I think it's pretty much just described as an improved version of the Artilla. Except that I think it starts out with at a higher level, but I think considering its higher level, it actually has less health. I think a normal Artilla would have more health than this one. Well, actually, maybe not. I don't know. This one's level 9. The normal one has 45 at level 7. I don't know. Either way, it starts out at a base cost of 12, which is obviously pretty substantial, but it does have acid spit, which deals acid damage, and a bit more base damage. I also decided to... since the base damage is not that great, I decided to go with only one magical skill upgrade, and I gave it to the innate haste to, reasoning that if it ever so often gets a second attack, that's gonna make, for much more damage than any just 5% damage upgrade, since the base damage is so low. Most of its damage is hopefully gonna come from the acid debuff, and if it can, poison 2 enemies in one turn, that seems even better. Fast recovery, of course, only matters if I actually take acid spray, but yeah, the thing is, it becomes very expensive very fast, because each upgrade also costs 4. So yeah. While I think it is probably going to be stronger, even though it might have a little bit less health. But yeah, even with only 3 creatures, again, I'm once again down to only 10 usable essence. So yeah, we'll see how that works out. But this should be a pretty strong party. As for the stats on these two here, I went for the exact same, just max damage increase, and that's it for now. Also mostly purely because of essence cost restrictions, I suppose. If I had a lot more essence to work with, I could, of course, add a whole lot. Although, I mean, hardiness, I guess, maybe. I suppose that's probably the most useful. The pounce, yeah, as I reasoned last time, doesn't really do me all that much good. Strength upgrade seems pretty much useless, unless I absolutely want to add another level, I guess. Eventually I might want to, if I keep using these until the end game. Anyway, enough about that, I suppose. There are a few things, right? So actually, it turned out that it was very easy to leave that area, the tombs area, last time. I completely missed the fact that I was right next to an exit, so I didn't have to fight through those respawned roamers. However, I actually did, and went back and visited the hermit, and he did not have any new dialogue. And I looked around the map a little bit more just to make sure I inspected the altar again, and just to make sure that I didn't miss anything. I don't think I did. So whatever those dark spirits, those restless dark spirits or whatever, that have been becoming more aggressive lately, whatever those are supposed to be, whatever he was referring to, I have no clue. So far it doesn't seem like it was necessarily anything on that map, unless something will happen there later, maybe with the altar. But yeah, maybe he was mentioning specifically ghosts of dead shapers that are on this island and that are unhappy about what happened to their legacy, I suppose. And yeah, so maybe we'll encounter those somewhere else down the line. There are also a couple of other things that have been mentioned in comments and that I have remembered doing. or that I wanted to do. But yeah, for the time being, we're here. We still have some things to do here. So before I return to any old places. Oh, major healing pod. Oh, really? First strong healing potion, I guess. Huh. Okay, I'll take it. We have some thorns to shoot. Okay. A couple of bugs here. I'm assuming that this one is probably going to join the fight. We might also be able to just take these out. Oh, yep. Okay, he's the best. And there are more. I might be able to get them all with the daze. But first we'll see. Unfortunate. 26 damage, and of course we did not get a chance to check out how powerful that acid is gonna be. Daze... it's not quite good enough. But I guess this is fine. Allowing us to take some free shots at this one as well. Hopefully killing it. Or not. It might die from acid? No, no. Oh wait, we get our turn first. Still not dying though. Yep. And it missed. Okay, we're getting extremely lucky here. Well, I guess we got a little bit unlucky by missing in the first place, but that crit makes up for it to an extent. 25 and acid. Actually, well, we can't really see what acid does here, of course. Yeah. We'll find out how much damage it deals soon enough. No need to really take any chances. Assuming no one misses, we can deal a good amount of damage per turn. Alright. So, I mean, overall, it's worked without any of us taking any damage, so pretty lucky. Studded belt can be sold. Well then, don't mind if I do. Okay, we can take some crystals. Could take some meat, but I'm not going to. Kind of pointless. Right, that's not valuable. Some more airshock crystals. Those were circle targeted, affects an area, yes. Okay, and damage and stun, right. Actually, well, we have 3 of those. Stun, of course, doesn't really work on anything, on everything. I suppose it works on enough things to actually be useful. Okay, well then, that should be everything on this side. This doesn't really go anywhere. Did I check though? No, maybe, I don't know. I don't think there was anything there. Ah, okay. Guess I must have gotten almost close enough to trigger this last time. You face an invader. This human is not from your lands. His features and clothes are completely foreign. These outsiders have violated a forbidden Shaper area, stolen your secrets, and broken a multitude of laws. I mean, technically we don't know if these aren't also just shipwrecked here, but... well, I guess it's pretty safe to assume that they have been doing some scavenging and stealing. Also, they killed your boat. Again, we don't know that for sure, really. We didn't. I don't think we got to look at the people manning the enemy boat, but well, seeing 2 of them at last, hearing them speak quickly to each other in their crude, harsh language, it is hard not to be overcome with disgust. The strange features repel you. Really? What the heck? I'm not role-playing a racist. I mean, being taken aback by meeting, you know, foreigners possibly for the first time in his life, okay, I can see that, but being repelled and overcome with disgust just at seeing someone from a different culture and hearing a different language, that seems like a bit of an extreme reaction that most people hopefully wouldn't have. I don't know. Maybe if you come from a culture of extreme isolation, it's well, okay. Let's not necessarily take this as, you know, 100% true for my specific character. I find this is a bit too specific, right? This is a thing that I should be allowed to roleplay, rather, if that makes sense. Anyway, their strange features repel you, apparently. Still, you must deal with them. They are armed and agitated. They talk to each other for a few moments, clearly unsure about what to do. Finally, one of them, barely capable with your language, says, "Me of Sholai land, you go. Back. No go here." I could do that. "Who are you and what are you doing on this island? It has been barred." I mean, since they are not shapers, they wouldn't necessarily know. I mean, unless there are, like, signs all around the island, you know, proclaiming that in all the known languages. You're outsiders, you're in land barred by the shapers, you must die. Okay. I've been sent by Trajkov. Let me pass. Interesting one. I mean, I have learned that name and this is a way to use it, but would I think of just trying this bluff? Because obviously I don't really know who Trajkov is, right? If his name holds any authority or anything. So I mean, I guess let's just try to get some information, although it doesn't seem like they're going to tell me much. Who are you and what are you doing on this island? I think that's a fair question, but yeah, the scouts don't understand what you're saying. The conversation ends quickly. They keep their hands near their swords. If you try to pass them, you may have problems. Okay. Oh, I stop walking, please? Keep forgetting that the game will just remember where I was walking previously. And okay, well, nothing to do here, apparently. Oh, wait. Except that I can harvest some thorns. Which doesn't really help me. Okay, I mean, I don't know if stealth would allow me to just walk past here without angering them. Maybe I can just walk past like this? Nope. I guess the game explicitly told me that that was not going to work. It's only 2 of them. I did not even check how strong they are. Wow, okay, only level 7. But look at that health, my god. I'm level 8. I have 66 health. I'm pretty sure even if I were playing as a warrior character, I would not have nearly that much. That seems a little bit unfair. Well, I mean, I meant to right-click on this person and not actually click there. So let's not do that. Okay. I mean, I could use the Trashkov bluff. I still think, I don't know. I don't think I would have thought of doing that. That's why I'm hesitant to use that. I'm assuming it's going to work. But it's not something that I personally would have thought of. Oh, wait. Is this just the same thing over? The same thing again. Interesting. I'm going to say it. I mean, I did learn the name before. As soon as they hear the word Trashkov, they begin talking animatedly. The name Trashkov must mean something to them. Well, lucky guess, I suppose. They look at you and smile. Then they nod and begin to pack the things. You're free to move on. Huh. I'm sure I'll have plenty of opportunity to actually oppose these guys. I mean, it seems like they're generally not my friends, right? Although I guess not being able to really talk to them doesn't exactly help. I mean, I'm assuming now I actually kind of want to go back and try to fight them. I mean, they attacked me on sight before, right? Assuming they really are the same people who sunk my boat. But since the game just seems to, you know, accept that as a fact, or state that as a fact, with absolutely no doubt, no room for doubt, I'm going to assume that it's actually the case. You know what? I did still save before. No, I didn't. I saved afterward. Okay. Well, in that case, we're gonna have to fight the next Sholai we meet, I guess. Leather. Right. Healing pod. So I guess this is their camp and their supplies that I'm taking. Obviously, someone's been living here. I mean, why they would just pack the things and walk away after just hearing the name and not really understanding what else I've been saying doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but well, who knows? Maybe this Trashkov person is actually looking to meet with me and somehow, for some reason, and instruct them that if I should come through and mention the name, that they should be friendly. I don't know. Does that make sense? Oh, Venom Turret. Hi there. Can I get there? Oh, I can. Ooh, and that's another one of those suppression turrets. Hopefully we will once again not get a chance to find out what they do. I mean, we should be able to comfortably take them out at max range. So long as they don't act before us. And that does seem to be consistently the case. Oh, hi there. This changes things a little bit. Except... maybe not? Huh. That's weird. I mean, clearly this one sees us. But it didn't get a chance to act. Can you shoot from here, actually? Yes. Alright. I'm gonna wait one more turn, just in case. Well, it's weird. I mean, when do they get their turn? Huh. Well, I suppose if I never find that out either, it's good for me. What have we here? Create clawbug. Oh, really? Well, okay. I guess I'm gonna take it. Although I've kind of more or less decided for myself that I'm not really going to focus on battle shaping necessarily. I do find the fire and magic creations more interesting, I think. But I mean, obviously, I'm going to get the shaping skills, the shaping spells, just by exploring everything and finding the canisters, without having to invest any points. Of course, well, I will be able to create a battle alpha when I get it. This one will require 4 points. I mean, maybe I'll eventually put at least 4 points into battle shaping, so I can give each creature a try once. I suppose I'll also take a look at clawbugs, just because I can. Right. So, clawbug level 5, essence 8, so relatively cheap actually. Clawbugs are vicious creatures with thick armor, well-protected internal organs, and a stinger full of vicious venom. The poison does a lot of damage, but not immediately. Right, okay. Their normal poison sting, physical damage, and poison for 3 turns. So, pretty similar to Artila, except, of course, that they're much more physically resistant. Poison spray as well, right? That's what makes them so annoying when you're fighting them. Arachnid Frenzy, right, okay. Same abilities that we've been seeing in the wild ones. Defensive Spines. Anyone striking this creature in melee will take thorn damage. Meh. And more criticals. A lot more criticals, actually. Okay, a little bit of everything. Yeah, I don't know. Seems like a bit of a mixed bag. I guess with pretty decent baseline defense. Well, not right now. Maybe I'll give it a try. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna more in-depth like compare their stats between well, the stats between clawbugs and thoughts, I suppose, if I'm going to and then maybe decide if I'm going to add another melee creature and which one is going to be. This box is almost empty. This was a supply cache, but the Sholai outside looted it. Oh wait, so this was not their camp originally? Well, I guess no, it must have been a shaper, some sort of shaper outpost before, or else there wouldn't have been a canister. Under some trash, you find a letter. You try to read it. Unfortunately, it is in the strange language of the outsiders. It looks like it might be orders, but you can't decipher it. Fortunately, their alphabet is roughly the same as yours, so you can make out a signature. Trashkov? Trashkov. Very interesting. Okay, so, I mean, as suspected at this point, he must be some sort of leader. Oh, hi there. But yeah, we pretty much knew that much. one shot. Very nice. There might be another one in here. There's not. Okay. That's it, right? I did not once again forget to pick up anything on the ground. Sometimes I find myself clicking on a container. Oh, I did not pick up those thorns for what it's worth. Sometimes when there's a container, I just walk up to the container and loot that, but if there's anything on the ground, I forget to separately open the, loot dialog for that, or vice versa sometimes. Or at least I sometimes think that I might have forgotten to check either. Okay, I did check those. Alright, well that's officially it for this map then. Huh. Well, I guess the next step is to take a quick look at where this might lead. I don't think we know what the next map is going to be. Stone Circle. Huh, okay, we're moving... Interesting, actually, that there is no way, even though it seems like there should be a way into these weird red shaded woods. I mean, there isn't a second... That's not what I meant to do. Okay, let's just pretend we never came here. Right. There isn't a second exit. No, there's not. Okay, well, I guess that's just how it is then. We should be able, though, to do this. Yeah, because this area is now green. Well, I guess that does give me a chance to... Well, the bridge is clear. I guess... Maybe the reason why this doesn't why this quest doesn't get finished immediately is because it gives you a choice which bridge to clear, right? I kind of want to actually clear both bridges before I return to the quest giver, just to see if you get some extra dialogue and maybe a better reward for doing more than you were asked for. So I'm not going to do that. However, I mean, I can still return to Pentel and do something else. So apparently there is a little bit more to talk about with the librarian that I've been so cruel toward. Still feel bad, and at the same time, not that bad. I don't know. It's weird. It is weird. Also, what's also weird is that in hindsight it seems very very obvious that this is a library. I've been carrying around these books with me. It seems like an obvious connection to make in hindsight, but well. Dana looks around the hall nervously while she speaks with you, scanning for anything that might displease you. Yes? What else can I do? Also, I mean, I can't help but notice that she is actually still working here, despite me telling her to go to work some fields or something. Is there any way I can help you keep records? You keep records. Do you know much about the history of Susha Island? Very little. The records are, well, we don't really understand them. What's not to understand about them? You can read. You can read and write. You're obviously intelligent. You must be able to tell that they're completely worthless. Or at least completely mundane and boring. It's not, I mean, it makes no sense that these people would be able to copy them and, write books of their own and not understand how worthless these records are. It's one of those couple of things that, I don't know. I don't think really is really very reasonable, or, well, whatever. I have gathered a little bit of knowledge. Do you know anything about the canisters I've been finding? They're changing me. I mean, I know that. I know that they were discovered here. Our records have mentions of their construction and use. They are capable of rewriting the very code of life, hidden deep within your being. The Shapers stopped making them. Then they fled the island. I do not know why. She looks at you closely. Shaper, you have been using them, haven't you? Though I have never seen one of you, you look strange to me. She fetches an old mirror, worn and cracked, and shows you your face. She's right. You have changed. There is a cold look in your eyes, and you think you can see a faint glow underneath your skin. Very strange. I'm sure it's nothing. Do you know why this island was barred, or what it was used for? We can't say. Such records weren't kept here. However, we have spent many years copying and recopying these records, and we noticed a few odd things. Go on. Huge amounts of supplies were moved around this island when it was operational. Many Shapers came and left. The 3 Shapers who directed things were Daphniel, Korata, and Danette. What they were doing and why they left, I have no idea. I'm so sorry. I can tell you, though, who has more records. Papers Servals should not have. His name is Toivo. He is a foul taker in Kazg. He jealously guards the most valuable records of the Shapers, even the locations of their most useful artifacts. To learn more, find him. How? Why would you know that? That's very specific. I mean, it's very useful, much more useful than this place, but yeah, it seems kind of odd. I have another question. Okay, well, I mean, I really shouldn't. This role-playing wise, this makes no sense. Obviously, my character, you know, has made very clear what he thinks about what they're doing here and the whole pointlessness. So why would he have any desire to help them do more of that? But it is a game. Is there any way I can help you keep records? I think not. They are worthless after all. Oh, wait. Is this because I've told her so? I found some old Shaper records. I mean, I have. Shaper, we do not gather records anymore, remember? I'm sorry, but we have no need for them. Oh, really? Oh. Okay. So that quest really has become unobtainable, I guess. Fair enough. These do still not sell for anything. I mean, I'm going to keep them around just in case. But I mean, if the guy in Kazg has more, you know, more actually useful, more important information in his library or whatever, then he probably knows that these records are not actually any use. So yeah, but still, I guess I can carry them around with me until I can confirm that. But I mean, we did get some interesting information for sure, and you know, I don't know why I didn't actually keep talking to her. But yeah, well, there's that. I was also told that apparently there is more to do in Elros Keep now that I'm a full member. I don't really know what that would be though. Swans Hall, Elros Hall, the courtyard. I mean, there are the shops, I suppose. They were available to me before. Maybe their prices have been reduced. Greetings, fellow awakened. It is an honor to meet one who is both a shaper and a fellow believer. May I interest you in my wares? I will give you a very good deal. Okay, so that's something at least. We can sell you this stuff. And, I mean, these prices are the same. Well, that makes sense. They are the same as in Valkyrie. But obviously I don't really have much use for that. Maybe some consumables? I have kind of been hoarding my money and not really using it for much. Like I'm kind of waiting. I've kind of been waiting for, you know, some kind of magical item, like a shielding band, for example. This one's not even very expensive. If I didn't have one, I would buy this. But I mean, there is only one ring slot, I think, right? Pretty sure. Gonna double check, but yeah, curing. I mean, the healing spores. Actually, they're so cheap. Curing spores as well. In fact, all of these are really cheap. There. Battle pod. Bless and Essence Shield, but that's only for me. Essence Shield seems interesting. Right, it doesn't actually say anything more specific in the text. And this is significantly more expensive. I'm sure they might come in handy eventually, but you know, I'm already carrying so much stuff with me that I'm not using. I think that's all right. It's also interesting that he has a living tool lying around here, but it's not actually for sale. Also, yes, there is only one slot, of course. Well, okay. So that was mildly useful. So I'm gonna look around for more people to possibly talk to. I mean, we still won't be able to access these places, right? This is just caved in. Guard servile. We've read the books here. Yes. Apparently I'm not just free to take everything I find. Nope. I mean, I'm a member. That doesn't mean that I own the place. Hey, Swan. Haven't talked to you in a while, I guess? Or have we? Tell me more about the Awakened. What sort of training do you provide? Oh, wait. I teach servals the way of war. I also know some tricks that might help you, Shaper. Though I am but a serval, I have learned much in my many years of fighting here. Can you teach me? Oh, interesting. Okay, so he actually gives me all the battle skills? Yes. Swan teaches you for several hours, sharing many useful secrets for fighting rogue creations. It is a humbling experience. You had never realized how stupid and clumsy your own creations can be. The servals here have developed their own techniques and grown quite adept at hunting rogues. At the end of the session, you're tired and sweating, but you know much more about combat. Can you teach me more? I'm afraid not. I have taught you all I know. Okay. Well then, that was definitely useful. I mean, again, not super useful, but evasion at least is going to be somewhat useful. And having some skill in these... Actually, though, it might have been better to increase melee weapons to 1 for very little cost, and then have it increased to 2 by him. Obviously, I'm not really going to use any melee weapons, but I might come across some weapons that give nice passive bonuses later that I might still need more skill to use. You know what? What's done is done. I'm not going to reload and min-max to that extent. I don't think it's going to be necessary. If I actually do find something that's good enough to, you know, some item that's good enough for me to want to use it, and I don't have the skill for it, I'm, you know, if it's that good and if the skill requirement is not ludicrous, I will just put in those points. That's fine. This is Elra's room, right? Yes. Oh, the key does unlock the box. I'm still not allowed to take it though. Okay, fair enough. Oh, well, these are all Elra's guards. Yep, that is also unlocked. No, wait, that was never locked. Never mind. Trigger the... No. Not going to do that. We have talked to him, though. I mean, obviously, he made us an awakened in the first place. There's much I would like to learn about this island. Looking for a boat. Can understand that. Why did the Shapers abandon Susha Isle? We know that it was cruel abandoning us the way it did. Found strange canisters, they make me stronger. They're changing you, I know. I would like to speak with you about this region. Just making absolutely sure there's nothing I missed, although I'm pretty sure I've talked about all of these things before. Attacked by rogues, what villages are near here, what other servals live in these lands. The Anutile. Unfortunately, no new options there now that we have actually been to their village. I want to discuss the path I should follow on this isle. I've heard rumors of a powerful foreign human intruder on this island. His name is Trashkov. Oh, wait, have I mentioned this before? I don't know. Oh, no, I guess not. Well then. Elra thinks on this. Then he nods. We have heard something similar, but we thought it was mere rumors. I've heard that he lives in the massive laboratories in the northeast corner of the island. I believe that his people come from very far away, from far away, actually. Perhaps even over the sea. Yeah, I mean, this is an island, so obviously they must be coming from over the sea. But I guess you mean from a different continent? Over the sea from where we Shapers are originally from? Anyway, see if you can learn more. Well, I mean, I'd like to. But apparently we also... Oh, wait. Quest advanced. Oh. So we had that quest before. Okay, that's all for now then, I suppose. Secrets of Susha. Now that you have allied yourself with the awakened, Elra wants your help. He has told you that there is a grim conspiracy on Susha Island. Outsiders are trying to steal Shaper secrets. If they succeed, it could be a disaster. Did he actually give me that quest upon joining? Maybe though. Maybe he did, and I just forgot. Whatever the conspiracy is, it is led by someone named Trashkov. He is in the enormous Shaper laboratories in the northeast corner of the island. Find your way into them and what his plan is. Northeast corner, huh? Massive Shaper laboratories. I mean, it could be this. What looks like a... Yeah, actually, it definitely looks like a gate inside an archway in the mountain. So, or maybe it's here. Actually, there's another entrance into the mountain. I guess that's more east than northeast. This might be northeast. I mean, it could go either way. Maybe they are both entrances into the same huge underground complex. Who knows? We'll find out eventually. Any other doors that I might be missing? Well, there is this one that I had noticed before. I had not noticed this one over here, I don't think. This one is relatively obvious. Hard to say if there's anything in these mountains. I don't think so. But obviously, there are plenty of places that are not in any way visible on the actual map. So there's that. Right. So that was that. Let's see here. Right, the tombs with the dark spirits. Who knows if something else will come of that, or if that was just lore, just flavor text. I'm guessing that I took advantage of the services available at Elra's place. We did talk to the librarian and confirmed that I cannot actually hand over those books anymore, which is, you know, a bit of a bummer, but ultimately role-playing wise, it makes more sense. Yeah, I guess that's that for now. 36 minutes on the clock. Where do we go? Obviously, we have something to do here, and I also want to make my way to that other bridge. Maybe I should prioritize that so I can turn in the quest. We also have started looking around the Ascended Labs just very... Well, we just started. Taking a very first sneak preview at the place. I don't know if it's necessarily something I'm expected to deal with this early, or I guess I could if I wanted to. I'm also interested in this wooded valley. Well, you know what? Let's move toward Pentil East and make our way to that other bridge. Why not? Seems like a decent approach. Please, guys, don't get lost. This is not that hard. Yeah. Wait. Okay. Maybe in friendly places you don't have to gather your party. Maybe that's it. All right. Oh, hey, pool. Wait, this is still part of Pentil. Oh. Wait, but it's pretty far away on the actual map. You meet a Serval scout. She is small and sure on her feet, and several small knives hang from her belt. I am Obear Pool, scout for East Pentil. Greetings. You are a scout? I would like to learn more about this area. Yeah. I'm the right one to ask. I have traveled more than any Servals here. I have been east, and I have even been north to the wastes. Really? Okay. What is east of here? Between here and Kazg are heavy woods, plenty of rogues, no surprises there. There are 2 small Serval settlements. One is of the Obears. They are on the south coast. They will help you. The other settlement is Inutal. Crazy. They will attack you if you are not careful. They're almost directly east of Northbridge. Northbridge, called it. You have been in the wastes? Aye, there to the north. No friendly settlements of any kind. And this is no surprise, many rogues. There have been rogues there for years, but they have gotten worse. I haven't been far into the wastes, but far enough to see tracks. Lots of humanoids, people, 2 legs, have headed into the wastes recently. They haven't come out. Make of that what you will. There's someone out there. Okay. Anything else of interest nearby? Poole shrugs. Well, I was recently doing patrols in the woods of the west, to the west. I was trying to hunt down a nasty rogue Fiora. We call it Seer. I mean, the west? Isn't that kind of where I come from? Oh, wait, it's that part of the woods. Maybe? We call it Seer. Could never track it down, though. I thought I was about to find it, but I got called out here instead. If you find Fiora's sign, look around. Find Fiora's signs? Yeah. You might be able to kill the beast. Huh. I'm really surprised that's not a quest. Oh, right. That was only the sub-dialogue for the first one. What foes will I face to the east? Well, there are 2 bridges. Past that are Taker lands. They're mad. Then farther east is a colony of human invaders. I have actually laid eyes on them. Nobody else has. Interesting. What will I find at the bridges? North Bridge is due east of here. There are traps there. Someone has mined the bridge. I don't know how you could pass the mine safely. Well, I mean, I know that ways exist. I don't know if they exist for that particular scenario there. Then there is South Bridge. There are rogues there, turrets, thorn shooters. You'll need to fight hard to get through. Actually, those are pretty easy to fight, though. Tell me more about the humans. I've only spied on them a little. They speak a weird language. They look strange. Their clothes are different. There aren't many of them. In the southeast corner of the isle are more. I know that much. I only saw them once. When I spied on them, they were walking through the woods. They said Kazgalad. I think there are more of them there. I tried to follow them more, but they went into unfamiliar lands. Interesting. Think carefully. Did you hear anything else? She thinks for a while. I think Now that I think about it, the time I saw them, I heard them refer to the leader of the group by name. It was Trashkov. This was months ago. Interesting. I mean, you have a pretty good memory, lady. Also, the game really wants to make absolutely sure that I know this name. Which, you know, again, redundancy is appreciated. And in your travels, have you seen any boats, perchance? I'm afraid not. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Again, no quests. Very interesting. Do we get... yes. We do get an official introduction to this area. There are several rough wood buildings out here surrounding the east gate of Pentel. Okay, so this is literally supposed to be the gate. Like, actual Pentel is right on the other side of this. Okay. This is where many of their guards live, securing the east gate of the city. The woods are cold, unnaturally so. You can hear the hisses of rogue creations out in the woods. It makes sense to keep guards out here, you suppose, but it's not a job you would want. Okay. Again, I mean, Pentel East. Yeah, seriously, this makes no sense, right? This is a very... Why are these areas so far apart? Why not place them in a way that makes more sense geographically? Oh well, it's fine. I guess I can suspend my disbelief. Enough. Northbridge, South Thornywood. So yeah, she was referring to the woods to the west, which I guess would be Wooded Valley. There might be a connection between these. There might be. I guess I'll look around a little bit. This opens. Just some guard barracks. The small home is dusty. Its resident has not been back for some time. Oh, really? A scout who's gone missing, perhaps? Why would they have Shaper records and Shaper artifacts in here? I guess this was Shaper's home originally, and the Obeyers have not actually touched it. Okay, let's see where this goes. Ah, Thorny Woods, of course. Yeah, we knew that. No, I didn't. Did it again. Escape confirms. It shouldn't, but it does. I don't know. I think it shouldn't. It doesn't feel right. But it's also not a huge deal. Okay, fine game. I'll check. Just in case a living artifact or something is actually hiding between these bags of meal. It seems unlikely, but you know, it might be. Nothing in here. Kind of want to make sure there is not actually a second exit to the west or northwest. Hello? Why is everyone... Huh? Why did only that one roamer actually move? That was weird. Sure, I'll take that. Why not? Oh, hello, Sorkin. This nervous serval is hiding in the back corner of this house. He doesn't look at you with the same awe as the other servals in Pentel. He acts much more like someone from Vakiri. Hello, Shaper. Welcome to my home. I am Sorkin. Someone from Vakiri, specifically. I immediately thought that this was going to be a spy, similar to What's-His-Face, who I unmasked in Vakiri. But I was expecting him to be a cask spy. But I guess not. Where are you from, Sorkin? I'm from Vakiri, Shaper. I'm awakened, like you. Oh, okay. Good thing you know that I have joined. Have you learned anything of what is east of here? Like, where I might find a boat? Really obsessed with that boat, huh? I'm sorry, no. There are 2 bridges over the river to the east. That is all I know. Aren't you worried about being out here? Won't the Obeyers harm you? More than they usually hurt us? More than they hurt us by directing rogues toward us and keeping Vakiri small and hungry? No. Okay, so apparently Vakiri knows about, or the Awakened know about, exactly what the Obeyers are doing. I suppose that makes sense. Rydell knows I'm here, and he treats me like a diplomat and an envoy. He knows that we have common enemies, the Takers, the outsider humans, the rogues. Okay, why are you here specifically? I deal with Rydell on behalf of Elra. We and the Obeyers have common enemies, in the Takers and the other threats. I'm also here to gather information, both about Pentel and the outsiders. What have you learned about Pentel? For once, its strength and wealth have been challenged. Its position in the middle of the island has enabled it to be surrounded by rogues. Though we feel bad about it, we feel that there is a certain amount of justice in their plight. Yeah, I mean, I can't really argue with that. Although, of course, it's, as usual, the common folk aren't really to blame so much as the leaders, and most of the suffering is going to be endured by the larger populace. Anyway, who are the outsiders? They're humans. They are from far away, over the sea, we think. They landed on Susha Island some time ago. They live to the east. Let me guess. They about 3 years ago, perhaps, maybe, give or take. Their language, dress, and manners are unfamiliar to us, though progress has been made on the language. We do not know what they are doing here, but we have our suspicions. What do you suspect? They arrived on Susha Island, a land barred by the Shapers. Not long after that, the island is crawling with hostile monsters. Are they linked? I have little doubt. The question is how. Are the outsiders making the things, or is the island itself creating them as a defense? Yeah, I don't know. I'm leaning toward the former, but who knows. What do you know about their language? Whoa, that's a... Oh. I was not actually expecting to get a language lesson here, although I almost said that something to the extent of, hoping I would get one. But it didn't really seem like something that would happen, but, well, here we are. Uncharacteristically, Shurkin grins. Shaper, I have engaged in a bit of espionage. I have met Learned Jeffy inside Pentel. Learned Jeffy... Have we met that person? Yeah, actually, I think we have. Is that the guy in the, the Shaper laboratory in the southwest? I think so. He had made some progress learning the language. When I knew that he would be away, I snuck into his home and read his notes. The outsiders call themselves the Sholai. He learned some of the language, simple words, pronunciations, not enough by itself, but if you learn more, you might be able to converse with outsiders. That's really interesting. Sorkin spends several hours explaining what he has learned of the outsider language to you. It is very strange and foreign-sounding, but you make some progress towards being able to converse in a very simple way. Huh. I really wonder if this would have made a difference in that brief little encounter near the bridge. I'm assuming it would have. Well, that's fascinating. I mean, we managed to get through without it, but... I'm almost... Well, actually, maybe I will load an earlier save file just to find out. Because I'm just curious how that dialogue would go. I mean, obviously we learn only very basic words, so we wouldn't really be able to talk much, but yeah, well, I'm curious. As soon as anything involves language in any way, I'm immediately intrigued. Okay, I mean, that's really useful. I'm surprised we didn't get any. We didn't get that as a key item. The way we got I suppose Vanatai lore or something in Avernum 3. But yeah, well, I'm guessing that this is a trigger or a flag that has now been set and will help us in future dealings with the Sholai. Very cool. Well, okay, that's that, and that gave us 20 experience. All right then. What an unexpected... yeah, I'll open that and not take anything. Except 24 experience, not bad. Yeah, that was an unexpected and very interesting little encounter. Don't think I took a look in here. Garnet. 48 minutes? Sure, let's talk to Garnet. And then we're going to call it an episode. The Serval's eyes betray a level of bloodlust which wouldn't be out of place in one of the more fanatical guardians. Fanatical guardians? Oh, guardians as in humans. He has been placed out here to keep the rogues away from Pentel, and he loves every minute of it. Welcome, Shaper, he says. I'm Garnet of the Obeyers. Welcome to our guardhouse. We live only to follow the true will of the creators. Oh, well, should steer clear then. How are conditions in these woods? Bad. There are cryoas out in the woods. Okay, that's that explains the unnatural cold, I suppose. We know where they're coming from, and now they're trying to figure out how best to kill them. Be careful if you go out there. There are ambushes everywhere. What made the cryoas? Don't know what they are. We call them spawners. Huge, like fungi, stink of vinegar, spit out cryos. Yeah, I know the kind. They can't do it fast, but fast enough. We can't keep up with them. Where did the spawners come from? Don't know. There were lots of old Shaper ruins near here, with stone basins. One day a patrol found the basins full of reeking goo. Didn't know where it came from. Next night, the spawners had grown there, and our troubles began. Okay. I want to destroy the spawners. Help me? I mean, the first part is true. Tell me more about the ambushes, I suppose. The farther you wander into the woods, the worse it gets. Not even the road to the bridge to the east is clear. Do not go farther east unless you are ready for a battle. I think I am. I mean, I want to say that I'd like to destroy the spawners just in case it triggers a quest, but would he help me though? I don't know. I'm under the command of Mikkel, and he wants me to hold our position for now. No assaults. I'm sorry. I would help you, but I do not know if you follow the true will of the Shapers. Oh no, I don't. You are an obeyer and I'm a Shaper. You should obey my command. Certain logic to that. I'm a Shaper and I'm commanding you to destroy rogues. You know what? Never mind. Tell me more about being an obeyer, I suppose. You are a Shaper. Your kind made us. All I have, all I think, all the joy I receive, all my glorious battles, all I have thanks to you. If I were awakened or some filthy taker and didn't give you your due, what would that make me? Well, an awakened or a taker, I suppose. You owe us gratitude, yes, but not slavish obedience. I suppose? I don't know if you necessarily even owe us anything, including gratitude. But definitely not slavish obedience. He obviously doesn't agree. Those are your words, Shaper. And, you know, that should make them your law, but okay. Those are your words, Shaper. And I'm sure you mean well. We do know what Shapers can ignore, that Shapers can ignore their own laws. But apparently, even if a Shaper orders you to disobey laws, you can't. Despite being absolutely bound by the will of the Shapers, I don't know. You guys don't make any sense, but you know that. And I know that too, of course. And I've probably made it sufficiently clear. Anyway, next time we're going to probably continue looking around this place and destroying us another spawner or two. If we can deal with these cryos that are plaguing these woods, but presumably so. And yeah, I guess depending on how long that takes, I'll figure out what else to do. Maybe go hunting for that rogue Fiora in the Wooded Valley, presumably. Again, interesting that, and unfortunate that we didn't get a quest for that, but oh well. Although I guess I did say that I wanted to push forward to the bridge, huh? So maybe I'll focus on that first. Anyway, as always, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.